Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll go to Barkley again. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Henry Anderson able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
That's his second sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Regular. I can't believe they even let you play.
On fourth down, they snap it to Mayfield, eluding the pressure right. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They go for it on fourth down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now it's Barkley. Now Barkley stripped of the football.
Let's go.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
First down, and it's Hill again. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Seth Roberts with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
On the run, it's Barkley. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Mayfield to throw it. Steps away to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Seth Roberts there to make the grab. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC as the Jets come back out on offense. And right now, a lot to like on that screen. They've wrapped up the division, now currently sitting in the coveted number 2 spot. Of course, you'd love number 1, but if you can't have one, number 2 is pretty good.
I agree with you totally, and here's the other.
And all the way in, touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 12 on the year, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Come on, man. Let's go.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Dancing to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Check out.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. From the gun, Mayfield. Roberts with it over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. This is Barkley, and they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Get in the weight room.
Hey, alert 33. You draw quarter.
Again, it's Barkley. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And it fights through one there. And the return will stop right around the 25.
We're going to shut you down. We're going to shut you down.
I think we just saw an example of a game situation that I know is discussed, practiced to the nth degree, go right out the window, and a chance to win the game as well.
Yeah, protect the football. On the other side, you're taught to get in there and rake it out. They did just that.
I mean, they go over this starting in OTAs and mini camps. You go through these situations, and that's the way a lot of teams like to end practice. Finish it off with this type of a drive, kick the game-winning field goal. Everyone feels good and heads to the locker room. In this case, though, they're not going to feel so great about it.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. That's where Crowder makes his hay in the slot. Jets hoping to see more of that going forward. He signed with them in March after the last 4 seasons being in Washington. Had 3 pretty good years and sort of tailed off last season due in large part to an ankle injury. This one caught by Crowder. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
This is Bell. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. They'll go again with Bell. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Bell. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the 4th quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they'd missed that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
Mayfield and the offense now. Down by a field goal, 25 seconds remaining. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Pistol. Hey, Haywood.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Hey.
Mayfield to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. One last shot from Mayfield here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught at the 25. He's in. Are you kidding me?
How do you give that up?
One of the most improbable ways to finish a game, and they do win it on the final play. This one is going to sting for a while. I mean, how do you let that happen defensively?
One stop.
One stop. I know that it's easy to say that from the booth, but
it is.
How do you let that happen, partner?
That's one of those where sometimes you get overzealous on defense, get out of your lanes, don't take care of your assignments. But let's just go ahead and focus on the offensive game. Look what they got done.
Yeah.
They needed to make one play themselves, and they did it.
Yeah, that's the reverse side. It was a heck of a play and a heck of an ending to this script. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they